Hello, world. It is Wednesday, April 20th, 2022, and looking out the window at Defiance. It looks like it's going to be, or trying to be a nice day anyway. Maybe a little cloudy, but warmer today, I think close to 60 degrees. But it was quite cold this morning, 28 degrees when I was out running, so bit of a feel of winter, but spring is on its way. The devotion for today is entitled Flip the Script by Kaji Dosha. Kaji bases the devotion upon Genesis chapter 3, verse 7, New Revised Standard Version. Then the eyes of both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made loincloths for themselves. And Kaji wrote, I left my first school with a powerful belief. I was terrible at math. This haunted me for the next 17 years of my life. But here's the problem. I was wrong. I wasn't horrible at math. One day I had to do a multivariate regression analysis to understand a problem I needed to resolve. I had to get it. And I pushed myself past this belief about what I could and couldn't do. And the symbols and numbers on the page started speaking to me. They became a language I understood. As I learned to shut off the false claims I believed about myself, I flipped the script. We all have a story someone told us about ourselves, often formed out of a challenging moment. We face a challenge. Someone crafts a story around it. We start repeating the story about ourselves and giving it more color and shape. It becomes a full-blown script without our realizing it. And then when life takes us off script and when the script isn't right, we don't know what to do. What are the scripts in your life? Are you a terrible communicator? Do you attract the wrong kind of partners? Are you just bad with money? Etc. Think about your scripts. And as you do, pray for the blessing of recognizing them for what they are, stories imposed by those who decided to be playwrights in our lives. You do not need to be an unwitting actor in a play you thought was real. You can be free from this. By the grace of God, actually, you already are. And Kaji's prayer. God, help me to flip and cast out these scripts on my life that you didn't write. Amen. Well, this devotion made me think of a couple of different things. And one is how important it is to take the time at some point in our lives, maybe frequently in our lives, to stop and think about the scripts that we are believing about ourselves and seeing if we can rewrite those. Because oftentimes it's subconscious. We don't even know that something is like that has happened. It may be something that recurred when we were younger and it just became imprinted on us. But until we recognize that it's there, we can't change anything. And certainly a therapist can help you identify those types of things. But they can be overcome. And certainly prayer and contemplation play a big part in that. The other thing it made me think of is a study I read a long time ago about a study they were doing with development in children. And they had... I don't remember the age. They were young, maybe kindergarten, first grade, something like that. Young kids. And one group was identified as gifted, and the other group was identified as like learning disabled or not that intelligent. But they did an experiment, and they treated the gifted kids as if they were just normal, and they treated the slow kids as if they were gifted. And guess how they responded? They responded to that, to the impetus and that they were given from outside. I mean, so often we can believe what other people say about us when it's really not true. And we may not even know that we're believing it. We internalize it without even realizing it. So stop and pray to God to help you flip the scripts in your life and make the changes that you know you can with God's help. Hope you have a good day, and I hope to talk to you again tomorrow.